Hola guys and girls, and welcome to the GBA Week 2 match versus the Kansas CIty Jirachiefs, coached by none other than Jolt from the Token Minorities. He is one of the new coaches this season. He is in my division. He came from the D League. This is an important match since we are the same division. We are fighting for the same playoff spot, so a win right here would be awesome. Last week, Jolt actually managed to win 3-0 versus the Victorian Shadows, so he's actually in front of us in the standings right now since we only won 2-0 versus Tom and the San Jose Sharpedos. So he's in the front, but of course if we win, we will be ahead of him. But yeah, I never faced Jolt before, so there's like no history between us. He's a great battler, I know that. Not only from the D League, but I watched his battles from other leagues like the MPL and all this good stuff. And he does a great job at battling and team building there, so definitely an opponent I can't underestimate. And yeah, that is the whole history behind the match. Before we go into the whole dream preview part, of course, shout out for the people recording and Jenny for me. Jenny for me, shout out goes to Heavy Metal Pokemen. His links in the description. He was a Jenna for me in the ICBA. He is once again a Jenna for me in the GBA, so definitely check him out. And shout out to The Word. You know him as an analyst in the GBA, does the power ranking. Sadly, he does not rank me as high as Eberforth. Maybe we can work a bit on that a little bit, but he did record this match for me. If you are aware, I do not have I don't capture cards, so I can't live record, and I am relying on people like Word to help me out with recording something. So shout out to him, definitely check him out. But yeah, that is the whole shout out thing. Now let's go into team preview. If you want to know more about my team, more in detail, why these EVs, why this set, why 4 EVs there, why 12 EVs there, why I have this hidden power, all this information you can find in the team builder. I uploaded that yesterday, link to that will be in the description. There you can see like what his biggest threats are, what my game plan going into the game is. But for all which do not have time for that, a short rundown on my team. First up, we got speedy, bulky Finny. Then we got with leftovers, and then we got the safety gargoyles, hurricane, tailwind, tornadoes. Then we got a bulky choppleberry, SD stealth roar, Cobalion. Then we got the leftover substitute Kyurem-Black, choice scarf Gengar, and last Mega Manetric with hidden power grass, and flamethrower, and then Thunderbolt Voltage, the coverage you have on Mega Manetric. But yeah, looking at his opponent's team, he brought the Hydreigon, the Scizor, the Mega Venusaur, the Gardevoir, the Arcanine, and the Celesteela. And thankfully, no Breloom. If you watch for team builder, you know that it's a big threat. I would have to click attacks versus it, because, to be fair, everything my team kills it. But, on the other hand, nothing really switches in. So that must be annoying. Like, if I want to preserve like a Mon versus a Mark Punch, I would have to switch out to something that would die. So, thankfully not seeing that. Other than that, no real big surprises. The Gardevoir is a bit annoying for my team because I don't have Iron Head actually on my Cobalion. I only have Zen Headbutt and Close Combat with Stealth Rocks and SD. So I have a bit worrisome about that. Then, yeah, basically what I expected is Scizor, probably Spadef, or Gyarados for Magnetric. Venusaur, I'm expecting defensive as well. Hydreigon might be Life of Black Scarf, all the scenarios. Arcanine, I'm expecting more of a defensive variant, but looking at the team I've brought, the defensive variant would actually be very troublesome. Like extreme speed for my faster ones, wild charge for my Finny, close combat for my Kyurem, all this good stuff. So defensive Arcanine could actually be a problem. And then last but not least, we got the Celesteela, which I expect to be a Ptolemy Z. But yeah, that is the team. Looking at what I want to lead with, his two most likely leads are the Scizor to get up rocks, or the Hydreigon to U-turn on me, because if it's a Scarf variant, he'll speed the whole team, barring other Scarfers. And yeah, so I decided to lead with my Tapu Fini because it actually deals with both of those leads. The only thing Tapu Fini doesn't deal with is the Mega Venusaur. Versus Gardevoir, I can scout a little bit. Versus Arcanine, obviously threaten out, and Celesteela, I would have to switch out as well, or could just go for Nature's Madness for some good damage. So overall, Fini has a great matchup versus his team as a lead, barring versus Mega Venusaur. And Gardevoir, it depends on the set, but like I said, I would have to scout first. And yeah, this is Scizor, I can just Nature's Madness, Defog all I want, and Hydreigon, of course, scale out with the super effective fire attack. So I'm gonna lead with that. And now let's find out what Jolt decided to lead with. There we go. We are challenged by Pokemon trainer Jolt, and he decides to lead with not Walnut, that is not me, of course, Tapu Fini, and he decides to lead with Traps DL, which turns out to be his Hydreigon. So great lead match for me from the start. I don't have to worry about anything this Hydreigon can do to me because it's basically nothing. So I do just fire off a Nature's Madness right here, predicting the Mega Venus to come in, getting 50% off of that. He just does go for U-turn. That's close to nothing. From his damage, I can tell he's not physically offensive. What a surprise. But yeah, I do just go for Nature's Madness right here. He does go switch into Carney Hobo, which is indeed his Mega Venusaur. We can get 50% of that from the start, which is awesome. So, Misty Terrain is up. I'm predicting him to Synthesis right here to get this thing back to a good amount of health. So I was thinking should have switched into Tornadus, should have switched into Kyurem. But overall, I think Kyurem has lesser switch-ins on his team. So I decided to make the more offensive switch into my Kyurem. And yeah, here we go. Jeff comes into the game, potentially get a sub up, burst game out, kill him with Ice Beam, all this good stuff. Terrible, of course, activates. Jolt actually will stay in here, Mega Evolving, probably go for Synthesis. I'm predicting right here, and then I can, like I said, send this game out, get a sub up, and basically get a free kill. Press anything because everything is 2 KO'd on his team. But he actually turns out to go for Nature Power. And that turns into Moonblast because of Misty Terrain. And he does a butt ton of damage to me, like you can see right here. Let me pause it real quick. That's of course super effective. And yeah, let me pause it after this. Boom. Leftovers, blah blah. Come on, let me pause the game. Come on, after turn is X. Boom, there we go. Turn ends. First of all, let's go to you, Jolt. I had no idea about Nature Power Mega Venusaur, so I didn't expect that. I got blown back by this. I had no idea. I didn't watch the team builder while recording this, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was his whole gameplay going into the game. Leading with Hydreigon, baiting in my Tapu Fini, getting this terrain up, then going into Mega Venusaur on the Fini, and then Moonblast on my incoming Kyurem. That is like a likely scenario you could plan already in your head before the match even starts, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Jolt was going for here, leading with Hydreigon and all this good stuff. Got you a little damage to Venusaur since I led with Tapu Fini and he didn't bait it in with his Hydreigon. But still, I wouldn't be surprised if that was game plan all along, and yeah, I can only applaud that play. That was pretty good. I had no idea about Nature Power Mega Venusaur. After he got this, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Mega Venusaur could make Nature Power, but I never saw that actually happen. And for once, I'm happy to see that. For once, that I can still learn stuff in Draft League. Of course, I would prefer that to happen to someone else, and I see Nature Power Venusaur and I thought, oh yeah, get Nature Power. That's something I have to look out for versus my Kyurem. Sadly, he does it in my match, so, but yeah, I can just give props to Jolt, because yeah, I wasn't prepared at all. Never once by planning I thought, yeah, he might be Nature Power Venusaur. No, it just thought, no, it's just you're gonna be a Venusaur. Gearing slash from Synthesis, Lynch Seeds, Earthquakes, Leech Seed, Knockoff, stuff like that. You see Mega Venusaur. Even with like not so creative monsters like Venusaur, he could still pull off a creative set. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to get too much into this, but yeah, that sucks. He did a lot of damage to my Kyurem-Black. Let's go back into the game. I actually, right after he did the Moonblast, I did go to the Calc and damage to see what kind of Venusaur is it, because that seemed like offensive damage, doing over 50% to my Venusaur, to my Kyurem with a non-stab super effective hit. And I go to the Calc, and this is indeed max special attack offensive, and that means my Ice Beam KOs him from here. My Ice Beam will KO him from here because he's at 50%, so I don't need to Calc a lot. Nature Power doesn't need 50%, and so I don't go for the Ice Beam, and I do not kill. And the reason I do not kill is because I on purpose left it out in the narration, because that's actually how it went in the match. If you remember, the first Moonblast he got over me got a special attack drop, and I missed that completely in the match, going for the Calc right away. He did the damage, I saw it did that much damage, I did go to the Calc, and then I tried to figure out what kind of Venusaur that is, and I missed completely the special attack drop on my Kyurem, and that's why I thought I could KO it, and I can't, and Kyurem is gone. So, not a great start. For once, not a great start, because of course he's kind of caught me off guard with a great Nature Power attack. And prediction, of course, that Kyurem come in. Like I said, I was thinking about Tornadus. That would have been a way better play, looking at this, but I don't want to go into this. I think the play was correct still. It's just Nature Power. I didn't expect that. And then I missed the Moonblast special attack drop, and now my Kyurem is gone, which is annoying. So now I decide to switch into my Mr. Bro. My Kyurem was the biggest threat to my team, so my offense is looking kind of weak right now. I do just go for Heat Wave right here, because it would kill this thing. And if he predicts me to go for U-turn or Hurricane, he might go into Stylus, for example. But he does just go into Hydreigon. So I wish I would have actually gone for Hurricane, would have risked, but I didn't want to risk this thing with the Venusaur and Cake super effect, max attack, modest Sludge Bomb. Either way, right here, there's no way he's going for a Dragon or Dark move. Tapu Fini is at full health. I was shown it's already shown as my check to this, so there's no way you're going for that. There's no way. You're definitely going for U-turn right here. So I'm going to predict he's going for U-turn and go for my own U-turn actually. Right here, I can see confirmed that he is Scarf. This unit, of course, doing nothing being resistant. I just picked my own U-turn right here. So glad I got this prediction right. I'm getting back into this game, kind of at least getting some predictions right, getting the momentum back into my favor, because after the Kyurem got done, I definitely need some momentum in this game. So yeah, I go for U-turn versus this Arcanine, and one important thing to notice, this is not Intimidate Arcanine. And at first I thought, okay, that might be because he doesn't want to give like Tornadus a Defiant boost if I have a Defiant Tornadus. But on the other hand, now I remembered, damn, offensive Arcanine could actually be a problem to my team. He could be Flash Fire for like the Flamethrowers from Delphox or the, or the Magic versus Scizor, get a Flash Fire boost and then wreck town with like offensive Arcanine. Like I said, close combat, Wild Charge, Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, very good coverage versus my team. So I do decide to go Mafini right here, and I do just go straight for this Surf, because offensive Wild Charge from like a Life Orb Arcanine actually would 2-hit KO me, so I cannot risk going for Nature's Madness, like getting on spread 2-hit KO, so I do just go for safe Surf. He does decide to go into his Scizor right here, which is sad. He could have some poison coverage, but I did go to the calc, it wouldn't be doing too much. And I want to know what kind of what kind of Scizor it is, and bring it in range to die from a Hidden Power Grass from my Mega Man Electric. Because Mega Man Electric, looking at his team, has a great matchup once this thing is down or in range of a Hidden Power Grass. Doesn't matter which one of the two. Either way, I do just go for Moonblast, because like I said, Nature's Power wouldn't get me any information on what kind of Scizor is a physical defense, especially defense. So I just decided to go for Moonblast. This is the split F. Scizor, he does go for knockoff, gets rid of my leftovers, which is of course sad. Expect him more to go for rocks right here, but seems to prioritize getting rid of my item. And since I now know that he's split Death with the leftovers, not Rinderberry, actually I just need to get in range of Hidden Power Grass, and that will he be after an HM Power. So I do just go for Nature Madness, and so that's why I just go for that. Now he is in range of it. He does go sadly for the Stealth Rock. But looking at my team, it's not too Stealth Rock weak. Stealth Rocks do not bother my team too much. And I rather have this thing gone so I can volt it freely around. Because even if it's still around, but in HP Grass range, you could just like break the HP Grass, go into a Scarfire Dragon, for example, and then cause some problems. So I just want this thing gone so I can volt it freely around the team. I get a crit right here, which sadly doesn't matter too much because he would have been 2-hit KO either way. He does go for the Earthquake right here, so the special attack drop doesn't matter either as well. Sad times, so I think he does get a good amount of damage right here. And I was thinking a lot actually here, should I default the rocks away? Because he might preserve this for things. I just have to take another Earthquake, and I was thinking, nah, I still want this thing at over 50%, so I can at least take one Wild Charge from an offensive Arcanine, because I have no information on the Arcanine yet, barring that it's not Intimidate. He just switched out right away. So I do just go for another Moonblast, so I'm guaranteed still in range to take a Wild Charge from the Arcanine in case he is an offensive variant. And he just sacks his Mega Venusaur right here, which would have been great to be dead, but yeah, sadly I got the special attack drop on me and I missed that as well. Right here, he does go into his Gardevoir, and Gardevoir, like I said, I have some problems revenging Gardevoir. It's a bit annoying. I still have no information on this Gardevoir. Is he defensive? Is he Berry? Is he Assault Dust? Is he Scarf? Is he Specs? So I actually decided right here to just go for a Moonblast to get some information on his team, because so far his team did not take too many hits, and he just go for Psyshock. From his damage I can tell he's an offensive variant. I can just go for Surf because Surf does more than Moonblast, of course. And from the Surf damage I can tell that he's offensive as well. He's not Specs. He might be Scarf, he might be reducing Berry. Either way, I decide to sack my Pini right here to get a free switch into my Gengar so I can revenge this boy, because he has troubles now switching into Gengar. His only Ghost resist being the Dragon, which of course not the most offensive one, it just dies to Dazzling Gleam. So I dove into my Gengar, and right here I thought, oh no, wait. What if this guy was a Reducing Berry, Ghost Reducing Berry? Then I just sack my Gengar right here, if I go for Shadow Ball. But if I go for Sludge Wave, what is if he Poison Reducing Berry? And I was in a bit of a trouble right here. He did not show any item. I do not know if he's Scarf. He isn't Specs. He might be like Expert Belt. He might be Berry. He's not Assault Dust from damage. I can tell that. So in my head, most likely scenario is he's a damage reducing Berry for my Gengar. And now is the problem, which one it is. Like, is he Kazi Berry or is he what is the Poison Berry? Or was Kazi Berry the Poison Berry already? Who cares about names? Either way, he's one of the berries most likely, and now I have to decide what I lock myself into, because of course I'm a choice Scarf variant, and he just kills me with Psyshock right here. He's an offensive Gardevoir, so I have to make the right decision. And I decide to go for Sludge Wave right here, because looking at his team, his best Sludge Wave switching, of course, is the Scizor overall, and he has the Scizor which resists that. So in my head, he has more troubles with Ghost than with Poison. So I decide to just go for the Sludge Wave. So I think it's less likely that he's the Poison Berry, he's more likely the Ghost Berry. So we do just go for Sludge Wave right here. Turns out he does switch out, just sacking his Scizor. This pretty much tells me he's not a resistant berry, otherwise he would have stayed in. So my worries were for nothing, it seems, but I had a bit of a trouble right there. A bit of a problem right there. Either way, he does sack a Scizor, sadly. Oh, go to the Xaxis, but sadly it's only a sack and not something which takes big damage. Right now he does just switch into his Sealer. Right here I'm predicting two things. I'm predicting either an Earthquake to kill my Gengar. It does good damage to my Manectric as well, which would be my immediate switch into this thing, because of this Steel and Flying. Or he goes for Autotomize and already sets up versus me, because he knows he can take a Thunderbolt and even a Z Thunderbolt from this Gengar. Oh, Z Thunderbolt I don't know actually, but maybe he knows he can take a Thunderbolt and stuff like that. So I think the best play right here for me is to go to Tornadus, because if he goes for Earthquake, I'm obviously immune to that. And if he goes for Autotomize, I can go for a Tailwind and actually be still faster than him. On the turn, he decides to kill me with Heavy Slam. So I decided to pull just a hard switch into my Tornadus right here. Like I said, my team is not the most defensive this week, like I've already said in Team Builder, so I have to make some aggressive plays like this, or like some quote-unquote plays like this to still not lose and Mon every turn. He does pull the Z-moves though, and like this animation you can tell that is the Z-Steel move, and that means my my Tornadus is dead. Doesn't matter if it's Heavy Slam, doesn't matter if it's Slash Cannon, my Tornadus dies right here. So damn, he didn't want to go for Autotomize, he didn't want to go for Earthquake. Just pop the Steel move right away. I would have wished I would have gone here into my Mega Manectric, because that actually would have taken this pretty well. And yeah, I could have threatened him out with Thunderbolt and all this good stuff. So Mr. Bro faints right here, and he gets a Beast Boost, and like you see, he gets actually the Beast Boost in its special attack. So that was the Flash Cannon, and seeing that he's a special variant, he can't kill me with +1 HP ground, so I just go into my Mega Manectric. And right here I have a next problem. I'm still a regular Manectric. I'm scared that he would, like, Thunderbolt kills this thing. If he's an offensive variant, which seems to be, Thunderbolt just outgoes this thing. So that was quote-unquote the best play. The Scizor is already dead, so I can spam electric moves already, which you would think. But I did the Mega Evolve already. I'm a Lightning Rod Manectric. If he actually pulls the switch right here into his Gardevoir, he would that's what happened before I Mega Evolve. He would trace my Lightning Rod from my regular Manectric, then a Mega Evolve, go for electric attack and give him a boost. Which I can't allow to happen, because I can't kill the Gardevoir yet with my Mega Manectric. He's still out of, it's a roll with Thunderbolt. But if he tries Lightning Rod, of course can't go for that, and he's definitely out of range of HP Blast and Flamethrower. And then I would have to switch to Gardevoir, which don't have switch-ins to. So I actually decided right here to Mega Evolve and go for the Flamethrower in case he does decide to go for the Gardevoir switch, because then he is in range of my another Flamethrower. So yeah, I do Mega Evolve right here. Sadly, he does stay in. So once again, I do make like too much thinking into that without it paying off. And after the match, we actually talked about this, and this play didn't matter as much as I thought while playing this, because he was a more bulky Celestina, and he would guarantee live a Thunderbolt. So either way, Flamethrower was the best play, I want to say. But after this happened in the turn, I was like, oh, damn it. None of my predictions work out. But yeah, he goes +1 hit per ground. Like I said, that's not killing me. And right here, I am Mega Evolved, so he won't be tracing Lightning Rod. So now he definitely has no electric immunities on his team, and I can just go straight for a Volt Switch, killing this thing or getting momentum if he wants to switch out. I'm still out. I can still switch in once to Rocks, so I have to be careful with that. Rocks are on my side of the field, and I only have one more switch in. He tries to Intimidate, which of course doesn't matter since I am a special attacker. And I do just go for the Volt Switch right here. Just Gardevoir, of course, can take, like I mentioned. Thunderbolt was a roll, like you can see right here. Of course, would have been a roll if he doesn't have the thing. But yeah, I go to Carver right here. Try to scam out with Iron Head. He is already in range of close combat already, though, so I just click close combat right here. Don't want to go for Iron Head on the Cedar, and he turns out to be Scarf as well. So he has double Scarfers, he has Scarf Hydreigon, he has Scarf Gardevoir as well. And my Carver takes a lot of damage. I go for the close combat, which should kill the thing since it's an offensive variant, which it does. So we get rid of this, so only one Scarfer left in the Hydreigon, which is awesome. And now my offense is looking pretty weak. My Cabra is pretty weakened. My Manectric only has one more switch in, and he has a Scarfer to revenge kill it. So I have to rely on my Gengar to win this thing. And he goes into his... Oh, damn it, I paused too late. Yeah, he has to go into his Arcanine. I was like, great, this is one of the ones I need to weaken for Gengar so I can sweep through with Shadow Ball. And so I did just go for the Ghost Combat, but turns out he has goddamn triple Scarf. He outspeeds my Cobalion. I did that gen wrong. He brought 3 Scarfers to his match. And I was like, nah, goddamn. And now it's basically GG, because this Arcanine outspeeds my my Manectric. The only thing he doesn't outspeed is my Gengar right here, and I have to make a decision right here. Sludge Wave and Shadow Ball have a chance to kill this Arcanine, since if it's fully offensive. I of course don't know any spread. It could be like a bit bulky, like the Celestina, but it has a chance to kill this thing. But that way I'm not winning. Like if I go for Shadow Ball, I kill this thing. He goes for a Dragon and clicks Dark Pulse, kills my Manectric or my Gengar. And if he kills my Gengar, I of course lose because his outspeeds Manectric. And if I go back into Gengar, I would have to go for Dazzling Gleam to kill the Hydreigon. And then he has Celesteela, which resists the Hydreigon. If I go for Slash Wave, kill this boy, he goes to this Celesteela, and he kills either my Manectric switch in, or kills my Gengar. If I lose Gengar, I lose the game once again because Hydreigon outspeeds my Manectric. If I take my Manectric, I go to Gengar and I have to lock myself into Shadow Ball, which the Hydreigon still takes. So he preserved the correct mons to not be swept by Scarf Gengar. Barring, so I decided actually to not go for differential points and try to get the roll on Arcanine. Actually, hoping he chokes, and I just go for Dazzling Gleam because then I can still win with Shadow Ball spam. But like you can see, he just stays in. So yeah, I just go for Dazzling Gleam right here because that was like my only way to still win this game. That is if he chokes and switches into his Hydreigon right here, predicting a Shadow Ball or Slash Wave, whatever. But yeah, he does not. He goes for Flame Blitz. Fun fact, he gets Curse Body on him, so now he has to struggle. But the other fun fact, my Manectric is so low, it actually will die to the struggle. So yeah, you will see if I don't know the first, but one of the rare struggle kills in GBA history. Because of course, this is a Scarf Arcanine, it does outspeed my Mega Manectric, and he can just struggle right here to kill me. And we sadly lose 3-0 versus the Kansas CIty Jirachiefs coached by Jolt. And after the switch over, let me talk a bit about the match and why I think we lost and what went wrong, what went good, and all this blah blah. We losing, of course. Sad. Boom, there we go. So, why did I lost? One word, or 2 words, 3 words, 4 words. He caught me off guard. 5 words, I can't even count. 5 words. He caught me off guard with a lot of stuff. One, of course, the big thing, the nature power on Mega Venusaur. Like I said, I already gave him enough props once that happened, but I never saw that coming. That tweet KO'd my Kyurem-Black. The missing, like the not seen of the special attack drop was, of course, big. In the scenario that I would have gotten, my Kyurem-Black would have been more alive, and he would have revenge killed me with one of his Scarfers, which potentially would have given me more information. But either way, I didn't after seeing the whole team. Kyurem-Black wouldn't have lived for long if he has triple Scarfers. Like, everything on his team outspeeds me, and the thing which doesn't outspeed me is Scizor, or the Celesteela. Celesteela kills me, and Scizor, like, okay, Scizor was like the only thing I could do stuff versus other than not dying. So, it would have been around for long. It would have just given me more information about his team, which would have been awesome, to be fair, because having some information, knowing what is Scarf and what is not, would have been great, because, like, once again, he caught me off guard with Finish Power, and the other big thing, triple Scarfers? Jolt, are you for real? God damn it, that definitely caught me off guard as well. Never expected him to bring triple Scarfers. I was thought one Scarf for sure, but I was like, okay, I drank a Scarfer, the rest is probably not. Then I got one, okay, yeah, second Scarfer, you can trigger it away, so maybe he wants to trigger it away either way, so it's not a real Scarfer. And then he has got another Scarfer? Okay, that was too much. So yeah, I gotta say, I got not bamboozled, I got surprised, I got caught off guard, whatever you want to call it. I did not expect anything he brought to this. I did not expect anything to happen, what happened. And that's where he won, in pre-planning. Like I said, the nature power thing was probably a plan from the start. I don't know the reasoning yet for the triple Scarfers. I have to watch out for his team builder, but there's probably a reason for that as well. And he won in prep, basically. He had a plan with his team, which I didn't see coming at all. And yeah, he was able to pull it off. And I was not able to pull my win off. So I'm gonna chuck that off to that. The problem now is, we all can agree that it's a very unorthodox strategy. Like nature power not, but triple Scarfers. The sad thing is, now the mind games for our rematch begin, because since he won with such an unorthodox strategy, I can't tell, does he go for it again? Does he have the quote-unquote standard strategy to win with me next time? So that is a bit more problem for our rematch, but either way, GG to Jolt. Definitely check him out, his links will be description. Definitely check out his team builder, he will have some... I will definitely will, because I would have known the reason behind triple Scarfers. Obviously he's worked, but I would know the exact reasoning, and if you just said, fuck it, I'm Scarfing everything because I have no switches and I want to kill this mons. So yeah, that's all from that. Definitely check out all the people I showed at the beginning, be it Word, be it Heavy Metal Pokemen. But yeah, that's all from me. Sadly we lose, so we are at 1-1 with a -1 differential since we lost 3-0. But yeah, next week we have to pull through again versus Cybertron, which is in our division as well. So another back-to-back important matches. If we can win that, we can go back to a positive record, which I am planning to do. But that is enough for this upload. I will see you another time. Ciao.